Well, good afternoon, everybody. Hello, it's Brad.
It's still morning.
It's morning for us, but
Right.
they don't know that.
That's true. Well, in some places it's afternoon.
Well, good day to you,
There
people.
we go. That's a good way to do it, because then it blankets the whole day.
Well, we are hoping that you're having a blessed whatever it is that you're having. So today is about saving some money on gifts and not sacrificing how much connection, relationship, the idea, the heart behind it, that it's that the things that you're going to make / do / build / assemble, they mean something.
Right. It's meaningful. It's very meaningful to give someone a homemade gift as opposed to buying some piece of junk from the store.
Besides, most of it's floating off the coast of California right now anyway.
Oh, snap.
So today, we've got some ideas of things that Mama does, even stuff that I do. We're going to chat it up about, hey, if you've got an idea for saving money, don't be stingy. Share it.
Don't be hasty.
Don't be hasty, Mary. Yeah, so share the ideas and let's just have a good time. So today, the first thing on your list, what do you got, Mom?
Well, this particular thing, okay, many of you may have been given this particular starter, but have you ever started it on your own?
Which is called what?
An Amish friendship bread starter. So,
well, you got to describe first what Amish friendship bread is, or else it makes no sense.
okay, Amish friendship bread is, it's delicious. So you've got, that's all I can say is delicious. It is cinnamon, it's sugar, it's warm,
It's kind of like monkey bread, but more utility. Like
It's a cross between monkey bread and banana bread without the bananas. So it is a quick bread.
But it's got it's like sourdough.
It is like a sourdough, yes. So it is a sourdoughy quick bread, not so quick bread, but it is really tasty.
How many of you guys in the chat, there's 41 of you here, how many of you ever had Amish
or
friendship bread?
Or heard of it. So if
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. I don't
Then
know.
tell them what you do with it, because it's not, the cool thing about it is not just that it's bread.
Right.
That's part of it.
Right. Part of it is you're giving the bread as a gift, but you're also giving the starter as a gift for them to pay it forward, I guess.
And keep it going.
I have been given a starter, and I had made it for many, well, not many years, but I made it for a long time. Well, we kind of got tired of it after a while. So I just kind of ended it with the last. I didn't actually feed it. I just used it all up. Anyhow.
But then the idea is when you give it to somebody, that they keep it going.
Right. So it's been a long time since we've had it, so I'm actually kind of anxious to try it. So I'm gonna show you how to make the starter so that you can make it in time for Christmas gifts.
Well, and part of the goal is we can't make the bread right this second because you got to make the starter.
Right.
So next week we're gonna make the bread a little too early. You're supposed to make it at 10 days.
I'm kind of gonna cheat it a little bit. So.
Well, we'll just get it sped up. Maybe we'll put a little bit of champagne yeast in there.
Well, there's already going to be yeast in it, so.
But the champagne yeast goes fast.
It goes fast, right. Well,
anyway, here, I'll pull the recipe up and you do your thing, baby.
All right. So, we're going to start with activating our yeast. So we've got 3 teaspoons, no, it's, what is it, 2.5 teaspoons of yeast and some warm water. And we're just going to mix that together and get that all nice and happy.
Bubbly.
Yeah. We're just going to make sure that this is active yeast, and because if this doesn't get bubbly, then
it won't
work. It won't work. Right.
It's not alive.
Right.
It's a thing that's alive.
Now, the key to this starter is you cannot use any metal with this particular recipe. You use glass or plastic.
Why?
Because that metal reacts with the starter and it prevents it from growing properly. So.
Well, I was going to say, who knew, but You knew.
I knew.
Clearly, she knew.
Right. So we'll leave that sit for just a minute. And our ingredients are super simple. It's flour, sugar, and milk. That's going to be the feeding. It's very similar to, well, I guess it's not really similar to a regular sourdough, because sourdough is just water and flour, where this is milk, flour, and sugar. So anyhow, but you're feeding it the same equal amounts. 1 cup of milk, and it's got to be warm milk, 1 cup of sugar, and 1 cup of flour.
There's a question here.
Yes.
2, actually. 3. Can you start it with a sourdough starter? If you added the milk, I don't know what would happen.
I would imagine you could. You just have to add the sugar.
More sugar. Mm-hmm. More sugar.
Add,
okay.
Yeah, add when you're feeding it, go ahead and add your sugar is equal amounts to the water and the flour.
So Tanya is asking, is that the same amount of yeast as a packet of yeast?
Yes, it is. Yes. Okay. I never buy little packets of yeast. Generally, I found that they were always old, and I never, they never worked for me. So I always buy them in 2-pound bricks. Mm-hmm. I've gotten them at Sam's. GFS is another great place to get them because it's very inexpensive. At least it was when I bought it years ago. We don't have GFS here.
Old Glory Farm says, hey, by the way, Old Glory Farm.
No, you're right. It isn't the same as sourdough.
No.
It's similar, but not the same.
Yeah. And she also is adding, because we know this is a she, because we know her. You can freeze the starter when you get sick of it if you've got too much bread.
Oh, that's good to know.
I did not know that.
I will definitely be doing that this year.
Hey, Lola Granola, we got your present.
Oh, yes.
That was so cool.
Thank you very much.
She heard us griping. She heard us griping about not having an adequate baster.
She sent me a stainless steel baster, which was really, really cool. When I opened the package, I literally laughed out loud.
So thank you.
Yeah.
All right. I have used whey to start my sourdough starter. That's interesting.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Are we ready? Is it activated?
Yeah, it's going. It's going.
Okay.
So we can go ahead and add our other ingredients. I'm going to go ahead and add 1 cup of sugar. And now I've got organic cane sugar. You can use pretty much whatever you want.
That's a lot of sugar.
It is a lot of sugar, but it makes a lot of bread. A
lot of starter.
Yeah. Poofed.
Poofed.
I poofed. And our flour, and now our milk. And it's warm milk so that it doesn't, the cold milk would kill the yeast. And I shouldn't say kill the yeast. It would allow it not to grow and activate as
quickly.
Well.
Yeah. And so right now, I know this because she's made this many times, but that it's very thin right now, that is not an issue.
No, it is not an issue.
Do tell.
Because you're gonna put it in a plastic bag and you're gonna smoosh it around. And it's just going to be this way until it's going to be runny until you add the final ingredients to it. And I got to get these clumps out because they're driving me nuts.
And this whole process takes 10 days.
10 days from start to yummy, delicious bread. You're going to feed it on day 6, and then you're going to bake on day 10.
Okay. How much do you feed it? Because we will not be live 6 days from now or 5 days from now.
1 cup of each. You'll feed it the same amount as we just put in here just now.
Oh, wow. Alicia, that's very kind.
Oh, thank you.
Says here, a quick and easy gift for those who sew. Hand warmers. Rice in 2 fabric squares. Heat them up in the microwave. If you put in your coat pocket, works great. So it's like hot hands, but organic style.
Nice.
Also great for injuries. Look it up on YouTube. Great.
Very cool.
Thank you. That was very kind of you.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and pour this into the plastic bag. You know what? I need something to put that in.
Ooh, that looks so gross right now.
It does look gross right now.
It won't be.
No.
It won't be.
It is delicious. I just licked my finger from the side of the bowl.
Milk and sugar.
It's milk and sugar. I mean, you can't go wrong with that.
Do you need me to?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay. And it even sounds gross right now.
It does. I know it does. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to smoosh it around, show everybody what you do.
The smooshing.
And you're going to do that smooshing every day. And if there's air that builds up in the bag, you need to release that air.
What's the reasoning?
So your bag doesn't explode.
There's that.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why we do it in a bag, because I got it. Because the bowl will have that air in there, and you kind of want to keep the air out of it so that it doesn't grow the wrong things.
Ooh.
And you're not going to refrigerate this.
You just leave it on the
You're
counter.
just going to leave it on the counter.
Now you do have to burp the bag.
You have to. Well, you have to expel all of the air from it. Yes.
Yep.
And this is all you do. You just squish it like this. I'm using a freezer bag. They're a little bit thicker than the regular storage bags. I prefer the freezer bags because they're thicker, but this works. Any bag works just fine.
There you go.
So that's it.
Not only does this kind of a gift work out that you're getting the actual bread that somebody baked, but then you get to pay it forward, like Mom was saying earlier.
Yeah, you can give them a starter so that they can share with their friends.
There you go.
There's still
one down.
in there. Yeah.
One gift down.
Yeah.
So,
I don't like the clumps in there.
Here, I can use these.
It's okay.
Let
I'm going to just leave it alone.
it go, Mom. Let it go.
Exactly. I'm going to let it go.
Let it go. Let it go. You don't want to hold it right now.
No. Definitely not.
All right. So what's round 2, baby?
Round 2 is hot cocoa.
Oh, this is
10 minutes
excellent.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This is really
This hot cocoa is so easy, and it's from scratch. And you can, what's nice about it is you can tweak it however you want. If you like yours a little more creamy, then you just add more milk powder.
Yep.
If you like it a little sweeter, that's not a problem. Or more cocoa-y.
Right.
That's completely,
that is completely
how you
up
can
to you.
tweak it.
And you can do it with stevia. Our daughter Hope makes it with this pure sugar or stevia and loves it.
That way there's very little. There is a little sugar in the cocoa powder, but not a lot.
No.
Not much at all.
No.
And if you replace it with, like she was saying, with the pure, I love this stuff in my coffee.
Yeah.
This doesn't have that weird stevia taste. Some brands do.
Right. It's
and I don't
the
know
ones
why.
with the maltodextrin, I think, in it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'll set it right there.
Oh, it's okay. I'll just... All right. So this container looks dirty. And it is.
Because it's been filled with cocoa.
Because this has been used for cocoa for probably the last 5 or 6 years. I very rarely wash it because I'm putting the same thing in it. I know that's terrible. I shouldn't do that. But
What?
I should wash it every time, but I don't.
Well, everybody, truth is, we all have those things. Everybody
Right,
does.
everybody's got those things. Okay.
Everybody does.
I got these new containers at Walmart. I absolutely love them. Okay? It's got a pour spout.
And it slides.
And it slides so that you can take this off, which I'm going to do because you don't want to pour cocoa powder because it poofs.
Kapoof.
Yeah. So I have this container, and this container holds, it's an old Tupperware container.
You've had that thing 20 years.
I know.
Or more.
I don't know how big it is. I don't know how many cups it holds, but.
Looks like a half gallon. Maybe more.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know. All right. So super easy. Take this out because I don't want that in there. I'm going to use 4 cups of the Thrive. I love the Thrive instant milk because when you mix it with water, it looks like milk. It doesn't have those clumps in it of the non-fat dry milk that you get at the store. I don't like those at all. So we need 4 cups of the milk. Was that 4?
I started counting after you
It's okay.
scooped.
It's okay. And then now the powdered sugar, yes, there's more powdered sugar in it because you want it sweeter. So we're going to use 4 or 5 cups of powdered sugar.
Yep.
1.
I'll keep count for you. 2.
2. And don't worry, it does all fit in this container.
3. 4. Come on, baby. One more.
I know.
And 5.
All right. See, now you're worried. It does all fit. I'm not done yet, though. We need 2 cups of cocoa powder. Now, if you want it less cocoa-y, add less cocoa, but we like it pretty cocoa-y.
Yeah. I mean, otherwise you're just drinking sugar milk.
Yeah, exactly. And ugh.
Poofy.
Yeah, this cocoa powder is even more poofy than powdered sugar almost.
Now, one of the cool things you can do with this, guys.
I was going to show that.
Oh, okay. Then I'll just bring it over.
Yeah.
But gifts for, Sunday school teachers, friends, family.
Yep.
Get a nice bow. Put a bow on here. Put a top on there.
Some Christmas material.
Yeah.
Yep.
Little card that says that you care about them. Mm-hmm. There you go.
Okay. There's one more ingredient I forgot. And this
love.
This is
you forgot to put love in there.
Oh, it's already there. It's already there.
It's already in there.
It's already there. Now, this may sound strange, but you're going to use a 1/4 teaspoon of salt.
And that
helps.
Well, so. What it does is it makes the sweet in the milk pop a little more.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Now, you wonder, how am I going to do this, right? How am I going to mix this in this weird container? Well, if you've mixed powdery things in a big bowl, what does it do? It poofs all over the place. So I put the lid on and I mix it in here.
There you go. Jazzercise.
Well, yeah, I mean, and it mixes it perfectly.
Sweating to the oldies.
Right, honey.
Because we're old.
Right.
And besides, this is one of the reasons why, kids come in handy, is you just pass it off to them.
Well, no, that I would not hand off to the kids because this could pop off really easily. Did you see I put my hand over the handle or the opening?
You could put a rubber band on there.
I could. But then that would be less exciting.
Then you can kick it around the house.
Yeah. Oh, that was fast.
There's a person here who, he's a farrier, and he was ferrying on Puzzle, the donkey.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
Funny. All right. So that's pretty much done. Oof.
That's it.
Yeah.
Then here you go.
That's it.
You can jar it up. You can bag it up. You can box it up. Whatever it is that you got laying around.
Yep. Oh, I grabbed this one. Sorry. Now we're just going to put this in here. See how it poofs? Just that easy.
And if there are little pockets of, like the little powdered sugar there, don't fret. It's all gonna melt.
Right. It just looks cool. It looks like one of those sand things.
Hold on one second. I was on the wrong camera, Mama. Here we go. I was on close cam.
That's all right.
Here we go. So you do have little pockets there.
Yeah, you got little pockets, but that's okay. You can put the lid on it and give it a good shake. It's fine.
If you so desire.
Now, for when making this, you'll use 1/3 of a cup of mix to 1 cup hot water. You don't need to use milk. You could use milk if you wanted it creamier, but hot water, 1/3 of a cup of this, some marshmallows, cinnamon candy cane. A
little stick.
Oh, yum.
I'm going to go get a device that you guys have grown to absolutely love.
Oh, my goodness.
I got to show them this. Because
I love this thing.
This gets used daily,
Every day.
least 2, 3, 4 times a day. And let's just say that most of the time, kitchen gadgets don't get used.
No. But this one, actually, I think I want to get another one to just keep in the box. When this one breaks.
This has a heating base. You stick this on there, and I think we're good to show. There's like a little connector down there.
Yeah.
It just sits on this base, and this will be boiling water so fast.
In just a few minutes. Yeah. In just a few minutes. And it's boiling. And we love this thing. I mean, we fill it every day, and everybody uses it every day.
I'll go turn it on.
Well, you need
Set
more
your
water.
stopwatch.
You need more water.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah. What time is it?
11:20.
Okay, so you'll be able to see. I'll snatch it now. Okay. Did you told everybody about? Oops. There we go. The button. It's on. Okay. So then you can bag that up, box that up, whatever, however.
Yeah, put some Christmas material on there, maybe a ribbon, and this is an inexpensive, fun gift for teachers, Sunday school teachers, co-workers, whatever. I mean,
it's
this
already
is
hissing.
Yeah.
Holy mackerel.
Yeah.
So, excuse me, guys. Other ideas. Alicia's saying, yes, I need to make some hot chocolate. Gifts this year. Get the triangular bags. Ooh, that's a good idea. And put the hot chocolate and marshmallows in there with a ribbon.
Triangular bags? Oh, yeah. You could use plastic bags.
Why not?
That would be even less expensive than mason jars.
Now, we didn't talk about the pricing on this, but let's quick and figure out, because I know this saves a ton of money over the top of buying those little packets.
Oh, yeah.
So what does cocoa go for? Because you only use 2 cups.
You use 2 cups, but the cocoa is actually, if you buy the stuff in the containers, it's a few dollars. It's like $3, $4, depending on the brand that you use. We buy it in bulk from our local bulk food store.
Mennonite store or J-Lar Valley.
Right.
J-Lar Valley.
So we get it. This was a little bit more money.
Because that's a different kind.
Yeah, this is the Dutch processed, I think.
Yeah.
And so it was a little bit more money, but still, that was for all of this. I got a big bag.
Well, you didn't say how much.
I'm trying to think of how much it was.
Would you say 2 cups would be $3?
No, I would say it was probably maybe 75 cents each cup, so $1.50.
Okay.
That's
now,
done.
Powdered sugar. Yeah, it's already done.
Yeah, done.
Powdered sugar.
Powdered sugar is, they're what, $1, $2 a bag for a 2-pound bag, and I used maybe half.
I'll try and come quick.
Half a bag. I used a pound of sugar. So about $1.
See?
Yeah.
Unbelievably
Boiling.
quick, guys.
I use that when I'm gonna make when I had my tooth removed. I use that for my cup of noodle soup. You know, the garbage stuff that you buy at the store.
It's just salt and noodles.
It's just salt and noodles. But that really helped. And I just boiled that and poured the noodles in there. Poured the water in the noodles with the cup and.
You shake it all up.
Shake it all up, yeah.
Anyway. So if you totaled it all up, what would you think
for that
massive amount of thing?
For that container, this here?
Yeah, what you just made. $3, $4?
No, because of this here.
But if they use
maybe 6 or 7 for the whole thing.
Okay, and then that's a lot of gifts right there.
That's a lot of gifts.
And then the cost of a mason jar, which one is less than $1.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah.
Is this in the cookbook?
Yes, this is in the cookbook. Both of these recipes are in, 2 different cookbooks.
Sorry.
The cocoa is in the our family favorites, because it is one of our family's favorites. And then the Amish friendship starter is in the new Homestead Treasures. Got it. Yeah, sorry, they are in 2 different ones. I was looking for fun holiday things to make and give to family and friends and things like that.
That actually
so I thought that would be a
thought behind it
too. That has thought and care behind it. You know, it's not just I'm gonna give you this gift card or
gift cards. I know that sometimes it's the right thing, but man, I actually, this is true, and she knows this. I will labor over a gift for a person in terms of I want to make sure that it's going to mean something to them. And I will put effort into it. And like some of the coolest gifts ever are things that the person wasn't even on their radar.
Right.
Like, I'm trying to think of a good example. Well, this one was not one that I thought up, but this is a good example. Our daughter Grace has cerebral palsy, so she has real balance issues. A friend of ours recognized that and knew that she can't ride a bike because she would crash and hurt herself. Right. So he got her a trike. Yeah. That's the kind of gift giving.
Yeah. You know? Oh, and she loves it. She rides it everywhere and every day.
Not now, though.
No, well, she actually still could. There's snow on the ground.
I don't know if you can see.
Got a couple of inches of snow last night. But there's other things that can be done you can make as well.
That's right.
I like the idea that you came up with.
Oh, mine?
Yes.
Should I share mine now?
Yes.
Okay. How many of you guys, this is going to have to be a little interactive. How many of you guys lived in the far gone reaches of time back when dinosaurs roamed the earth and there was a thing called cassette tapes?
What are those?
They're actually a mylar wrapped around a spindle, and then there's magnetic oxide particles on them. And when it goes across a reed head, a magnetic head, it can reproduce vibrations, which actually makes music.
That's the most I've ever heard about cassette tapes ever.
Did you not know that?
I had no idea.
Yeah. Yeah. Fun
funny.
fact on those little cassette tapes, the mylar and the rust, the iron oxide. If you know the band Queen, then you'll know that that song, Bohemian Rhapsody, that they made the movie about, they had gone back and forth across the tape machines so much because they would record a bunch of tracks, and then they'd have to put it over to another machine so that they could dump it down to 2 tracks. That would make them room. So then you record a bunch more, and then they put it over on that one to make more room because they only had a limited amount of tracks. Well, the actual magnetic tape that they were recording on had gone back and forth across the machine so much that they could see through. You know how it looks brown?
Oh my goodness, really?
Yeah, they were like, oh, we can't, no more bouncing.
No.
It's called bouncing.
No way.
No more bouncing.
That's insane. Get a new tape.
Well,
Get a new roll. Are you kidding?
I don't think it works like that.
I
know it doesn't. I actually did reel-to-reel stuff.
I know, but you could get another reel-to-reel.
That's what they would do. They'd fill it up and dump it.
No, I'm saying the one that they would fill up. Get a new one. Keep going.
They were mixing as they go.
Oh.
Anyway, so cassette tapes. I see that a lot of you guys know what a cassette tape is. Well, enter the new mixtape. Dun, 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 dun. If you know what a cassette tape is, then you know what a mixtape is. This is just a little thumb drive. You know, they make them taller.
Yeah,
and you can
make
get them
in different shapes even.
You can get them at Walmart for $4, $5, and you can give somebody 20 songs from your own personal collection or 30 songs that mean something to you or are a connection to them. Like you could say, you know, hey, these are all songs that help me get through a hard time. Like if you know somebody that's maybe grieving. Yeah. Or here's a song about how I feel about you. Or these are songs that I just like to make, you know, when I want to be happy. And so you could put some of your own music and share it with somebody else and it cost you $4.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. I like that idea. Yeah.
Mixtapes.
Right. So some things that we actually make and sell, but you could make them for yourself or make them and give them to gifts or give them as gifts. Soap. This is one of our bars of soap that I made just a few weeks ago.
These ones are still curing.
This one is actually ready to go.
I
have to package it. I have to wrap it up. We wrap it in material and then some twine, and they make the whole package smell really good. So I would send these, I would put these in other gifts, and it makes the whole package just smell delicious. That's the peppermint one. But yeah, you can make soap at home, super easy. You can even get a soap base if you're not wanting to mess with the lye. And make the soap super easy.
Glycerin?
There's glycerin soap, and then there's also goat milk soap base, where it's already there, and then you just melt it, pour it, scent it, or melt it, scent it, and pour it yourself.
It's not easy to find a goat that milks soap, but it is possible.
No, of course not. Of course not. We also make lip balm and healing hands. You can make your own. This is not an advertisement for our stuff. Of course, if you want to buy it, you can.
We appreciate it.
We appreciate that. However, if you want to make it at home, there are so many recipes of these kind of things online.
Well, I can chime in there because I'm the one that makes the hands and the lip balm and all of those kind of salves. Yeah. I make that stuff. Christa makes the soap.
Yep.
And let me tell you what I did was I went and researched the top companies that sell the like expensive stuff,
Yeah.
like the stuff that you're going to spend $10 for a little thing. And the little secret is most of the ingredients are the same.
They're pretty much the same. Yeah.
And then it's only a few things that they will tweak. And I honestly, this is Scout's honor, I honestly think that what we stumbled onto, our
Recipe.
is better than any of those people.
Yeah.
And it's because we found something, but I can't tell you or else that would ruin it.
Yep.
But most of the ingredients are the same. And when I make lip balm, you get these little trays, right? There's this little tray, and then they've got 50 holes in them, and you buy your little tubes.
You buy your
just
tubes.
pop the tubes in.
Yep.
And while that's going, I'm melting the ingredients and stirring and melting and stirring, and then you just pour them. You let them sit for a half hour or an hour.
Yeah.
And you're done.
Yeah, you want to leave it sit for a couple hours before you disturb it and put the lids on, because if you take them off of the tray too soon, it messes up the tops. So.
Yeah. Question here, Tanya A. Can that mixtape hook to USB for a car? Yeah, well, this is USB, and if you get the right, like if you had a boom box, most of them have USB plugs now.
Well, and in our van, we have a USB plug in our van. I haven't used it yet, but the idea is to do that. I've got Brad's new record on it, and I want to put it in the van.
Oh, the scripture music? Yeah.
Yep.
Cindy's asking, will you be making Gracie's lip balm soon?
Yes. We actually have it mixed up. We just need to melt it and pour it into the tubes.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll over make, and then I actually just leave it in the pot and seal it up good so you don't get it junky. And then that way it's just ready to go.
Yeah. We just have to find time to put it together. So.
Okay. Other ideas, or let's see, questions. The mixtape thing is, I think that's a good one. Because it's unique too. And it's like you're giving somebody a piece of how you feel about them.
Yeah.
Or about your situation.
Yeah.
So let's see. Transfer your VHS to SD card or USB drive. Even DVDs can and do go bad. Yes. Actually, there's a little bit of something I know. If you burn a DVD at home, you remember like they said they've got that green or that blue film on them? What's actually happening, which is crazy, is that film is an organic compound. Okay. And when you burn the DVD, the laser is actually etching into that organic compound a divot. And that way, when it spins, it knows whether that's a 0 or 1.
Oh, my goodness.
And when it reads, and it knows, well, okay, this combination of 0s and 1s equals this thought of data. Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy, the technology that we have. That honestly, I don't think about it. I'm like, okay, the kids are going to watch a DVD. Great. Put the DVD in. Done.
Well, the ones that are produced,
how it got onto that DVD, I never thought of that.
No, and what's funny, and I won't bore you guys with DVD technology after this. The ones that come from the store that you buy, it's not the same process. It's only the ones that
you
have at your house.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Weird.
So I know, and I'm going to give a shameless plug to Alicia because she gave us a tip earlier. She makes and sells bath bombs.
Yep.
And that is a great way to make a gift. But heck, if you don't want to make and sell the bath bomb, she has an Etsy store.
She does.
And you are allowed to shamelessly plug your Etsy store, right. Alicia.
Right.
Otherwise, it's kind of like bad form.
Yeah.
She didn't do that, but
no.
Please plug your Etsy store. Okay. Other questions?
Oh, neat.
I work
Shannon,
with resin a lot.
Yeah, I was just reading that.
Beaded jewelry. Interesting.
That's cool.
Have you guys seen, I don't even know what they call it, but it's process. I've seen it online where they'll take these resins and they'll pour them and then they kind of make swirly countertops.
Oh, yeah.
Or things that go on the wall.
That's really cool.
Or shapes. And it's like this new kind of artwork.
Yeah, it's really neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's really cool. I like the countertops because then they They sand it and buff it. And they even use, like they'll have 2 pieces of not live, but slab wood that has the live edge on it. So not slab wood. Well, yeah, slab wood.
A slab of wood.
A slab of wood.
Yeah, to us, slab wood is different.
True. That has the live edge that's not straight, and they'll pour these colored resins in there, and it's just really fascinating.
Yeah, yeah. So other things, what are your guys' ideas? Let's talk about that for a second before we say goodbye. What are your ideas for thoughtful gifts that you can make at home that are affordable?
Yeah.
Because doggone it. I don't know about you guys, but things are tight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, things are tight.
Things are tight. It's not a
she
joke.
does the resins with coasters and trays. Oh, I bet that's cool.
Neat.
I bet that's really neat.
Epoxy resin. Yeah, I've seen some cool stuff made with that. I even saw a guy once make an entire guitar body and neck out of pouring it into a form and then sanded it down.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
An epoxy guitar. That's weird.
I bet it would be heavy as all get out.
Yeah.
Homestead Jen says, I love your ceiling. Are those original tin tiles?
Yes, they are original, but not to this house. They're the original tiles that were in a hotel nearby. The people who used to own this house owned a hotel in town. And they
80 years old, something like that. It's old.
It's older than I think there's at least 100 years old.
Yeah.
They when they were remodeling, they took the tin down, and instead of getting rid of it, they put it in here, which I am super happy about. I love the ceiling. When we first moved in, Brett's like, "No, it's so dark. We've got to paint it."
I love the tiles. I just didn't like the color.
I know. We got to paint it. I'm like, "No, you can't. You got to leave it. It's gorgeous. I love it. It stands out."
Oh my gosh!
If you painted it white or like an off-white, it would just kind of blend. I don't know.
The only color I was thinking, to be honest, would have been like one of those light tans, like off of those.
See, I think it would fade. I think it would just kind of disappear.
You're right.
Just makes it, and it's not dark in here. You guys see
how there's a ton of lights.
Okay, yes, there's tons of lights. These here, and then he's got his studio lights up over there.
Yeah. That's to help me out, not her. She looks good naturally.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, I just had another idea. Yeah. How about this? A flower in a pot.
Oh, yeah. You could totally just...
You can get cheap pots. Mom, I just looked over there and saw those because that's what we were going to do with them.
Yeah.
I forgot about them.
I found these at Walmart. Absolutely gorgeous. On clearance for $3.41.
That's nice.
Normal price, it was like $10. So I got these, and I was going to replant some of our aloe. Our aloe plant has just kind of exploded over there.
Yeah.
And then I can, share it because, this aloe plant's going crazy.
And not only is aloe great for just a different looking plant, it's big and pokey. Like there's leaves on there that are this big. But if you've ever had a sunburn, you take one of those things off and it's like a gel and you cut it into real thin strips and just gently lay it on there. That is the most soothing thing. I don't care what chemical you bought or spray you bought.
No.
Aloe is better. And we lived in Florida for over half our lives and I got sunburned a lot.
Yes. Yeah, we did. Well, you did more than me, but yeah, that stuff is awesome for any kind of burn.
So, if you sew a bowl cozy makes a nice gift. That's a good one. Christmas stocking for kids.
Ooh, hold on.
Oh,
Hold
she's thinking up new ideas.
Huh?
She's going on
as
you go. Oh, and by the way, guys, we're gonna have a video soon. I can't wait to show you this. But we've got to actually get them seasoned first. Believe it or not. What you got? Oh, these ladies could sew this all day long.
Yeah, this would be easy for these ladies to make. Okay, I made this.
You want me to go to the close cam?
20 some years ago.
Close
You
cam.
can. It's a little dusty.
There you go.
Okay, it's a candy dish. And these untie, but they're tied in knots. Kids these days, right? But it's also reversible.
Put it a little closer to the, yeah, there you go, Mom.
You can reverse it. Well, not this easily because it's tied, but it's just quilted. So it's got some quilting material between the two. I honestly made this probably 25 years ago.
And it's easy.
It was easy to do. I wish I had made more. I made this for Brad's mom before, well, 25 years ago. Well, 25 years ago.
Yeah.
As a Christmas gift. Because, when we were first married, we
Not
were
a lot of
poor.
money.
We were poor. So I was sewing and like, okay, well, let's figure this out. So this is what I made. And I absolutely love it. Maybe I should make some more. But
there you go.
that was one thing I made a long time ago. And I loved it.
Yep. And of course, all the candy items that you could put into a container of some kind.
Right.
That's nice, but
there's millions of ideas that you could do for gifts that are out there. You just have to want to be creative enough to be able to do it, I guess.
One of the coolest things that I think you ever got from Claire were those coupons.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And reminders. She made all these handwritten things, and it was coupons and reminders. It was like, read this when you're feeling down.
Right.
Oh, I'm going to get choked
don't
up.
do that. Don't do that. I actually got that from Hope, too. Hope sent me something like that, too.
Very kind.
Yeah.
And she's sitting over there.
Yeah. So, yeah, they just, things that I love about you.
Yeah.
So.
And that goes a long way.
I think those were for Mother's Day, though.
Yeah. I just remember
But it
it
works
being
for
a
Christmas.
gift that was amazing
Yeah.
because it cost you nothing, but think about that. That's the kind of stuff that sticks.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's see, any other ideas shared before if we're out of ideas and we're gonna call it a day.
We're out of ideas. I'm done.
Oh, that's great, Jean. Gift of a lawn service or snow
Oh, you
crash.
could do that with with an elderly friend or family member. You could do that. Cut their grass, weed their garden.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Love coupons, says Bulletproof
Yes.
Pastor. That's really nice.
Yeah.
That would actually be a fun thing to do is if you rigged it up where they had to pull it out so they didn't see what it was. So that it was just, they didn't know what was there until you open it up.
Right. Wow,
Yeah.
that's a good idea.
Anyway, guys, I think we're going to call it.
Yeah.
We're going to call it. So share your ideas and get creative. You don't have to spend a ton of money on gifts.
Nope.
You don't. The end.
The end.
All right, Mom, you pray us out. She doesn't like to pray publicly.
I don't like praying publicly.
Well, then, God bless, guys. Bye.
Have a blessed weekend.